It's Comix Podcast with Mighty Mosby, Mobstash, and Este Stark. Here is your host, Mobstash.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
We already have a viewer. Welcome to the show. This is Comix. Welcome to 182. Esteban, I just figured out that you're going to be the host for show 187, and I'm fucking jealous.
I know.
Maybe we'll go out of order, and then it'll end up on me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so this is we had a big week. We have I am Ash. Below us with the beautiful hair is Esteban, and then we got.
Thank you.
Your hair is also nice, Esteban. Yes.
We had the mighty one, Mosby, and
Thank
then
you.
we have.
I did it.
And then we have the hair that won't quit and can't even be touched in the wind. Esteban. I am your host today, which means
what was that? What's that line in Dodgeball? It's perfectly coiffed hair.
It's perfectly coiffed hair.
Is that for Wyatt or whatever his name is? Ben Stiller?
For maybe. Dodgeball, yeah.
Yeah. So again, what we usually do is games. Let's just get into it. Esteban, what is our drink of the day?
Let's just get into it.
Ooh, we're jumping right into it, huh? All right, so today we've got Dankerman. The legend continues.
Dankerman?
It looks like, what's that?
Dankerman?
Yeah, Dankerman. This is coming from Virgin Beer Company, along with Craft Coast Beer and our RDFX beer as well. So it's a collaboration. It's actually pretty dope on here. It is a pint. It's 7% alcohol by volume. Made in Thousand Oaks. And there's a lot of cool. It's a point. And there's a lot of stuff on here, which is actually pretty cool in reference to Anchorman. We've got on here Steve Carell's character where he says lamp. Dorothy Mantooth gets stood up. And then bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Dorothy Mantooth was a saint.
So, yeah. So this is the first time trying this out. So I'm pretty excited about it. It is a, where does it say on here? It doesn't say what kind of beer it is, but I don't care because it looks good. And Indian Pale Ale. Sorry, IPA. So let's a crack.
I'm done.
Yeah, this is IPA all day. IPA all day. So if you guys are down for the IPA,
get the fuck out of your throat.
it's IPA all day.
My reflex responded to what you did.
Right? Like
Did you guys feel it?
Yeah.
I did.
It is a tin can full of emotions. Yeah, after I had that first sip, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's an IPA, very hoppy. If you guys like that kind of stuff. It's not like how Ash says it's not girthy like Ash likes his beer. So which is good.
And women?
I mean, hey. Ooh.
Hey.
So,
what was your that? Rodney Dangerfield.
Hey. Before we move on, sorry, real quick, big shout out to Georgie Couch over when this is coming from our Instagram live. Georgie Couch, the Geek Saga, Boley, and Justini hitting us up over here on our live. Geek Saga says 187, yo. Also says the Geek Saga says beautiful hair. I'm not on your show tonight. And Geek Saga says, did you say Crack Coast? I did not say Crack Coast. I said Craft Coast.
Crack Coast. What kind of crack are you doing?
Like that.
Likes his beer.
I like that. You're right. He does like his beer thick.
I like some thick. You got to put the double.
The double. Back to you.
What's
Ash.
funny is I really don't like. I do the blondes. Beer.
Mm.
It's
Freudian
too.
slip. Freudian slip.
Poor
I
choice
mean,
of words.
I do the blonde. There's a knock on my door. Why?
Oh no, not the double hawk tour.
Yeah, no, for real.
Bring that back.
Whenever Ash references the girth, he's referring to the Haktua, but typically it's a double Haktua when he talks about his girthy beers.
Yeah.
More
And I have a horrible gag reflex, so you can realize how
All
horrible
right.
it is. All right. It's bad when most have that.
Moses is like,
Most have that.
hey, come on,
Yeah.
let's go.
Come on, man. Come on. I was already late.
She was late. She was late.
I
but
said
still,
it. I said it. I acknowledge it. I was late.
Put your ones up
hair.
for knowledge. All right. It's back to you, Esteban. Do we have comments before we go our read through?
Yes, we do. But before we go ahead and get into comments, I would like to say that this episode of Comix Podcast is sponsored by W Energy. W Energy is your clean energy drink. You guys can definitely use this as a pre-workout. I know a lot of people end up using it as a pre-workout, or if you just want to use it as your typical energy drink, you guys definitely can go ahead and do that. W gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters and the crash. It has no sugars, fillers, or artificial dyes. So if you want that clean energy drink, you don't want to feel all sluggish after you go ahead and have the energy drink, go to w.gg and go ahead and pick up your canister of W, and make sure you use Comix 10 at checkout.
Comix 10, you guys.
What
It's
happened?
10 up. Comics with an X. Get it?
The Geek Saga says W gives you the runs. I haven't had that experience, sir.
Take that
To be fair-
negativity somewhere else.
Yeah, no. Red Bull gives me the runs.
Hey,
Why
the
am I-
Geek Saga needs to fix that.
Yeah, that's probably. But
yes, we have
the jitteriness. Okay, well, it's the jitteriness that does it. So this is why W works, is because it shouldn't make you. You know.
It doesn't make you jittery, yeah. So you're good.
Doesn't.
If W gives you the runs, homie, I think you need to go see a doctor. I'm just saying.
Check something out, my boy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. It's probably the crack cocaine.
But yes, we do have a couple comments. Yeah. We do have a couple comments on the post where we did go ahead and talk about why Batman keeps falling for the Joker's mind games. Do you guys remember when we were talking about that?
A little bit. Oh yeah, when we were putting him up against Lex Luthor instead.
A little bit. Yeah, exactly.
Well, things
So
don't
this
make-
comment's coming from Zelda2829. From Zelda2829, and she says, I like to think that Batman sees himself on Joker, how he could be like if his mind failed too. They are both sides. They are both sides of the same coin. They both, as well. All actually, I'm reading it verbatim. Start life as a pure soul or whatever, and then life happens. For some, it's way harder than others, as everyone has their own karma, your place, and your value in society's rules, which I'm 100% sure it's as wild as in the wild, but in different setups. But we all still have to fight for our lives, and having better chances with something like that. So there's that. I like how you guys talk shit about people commenting about them not commenting, but then when they do comment,
No one
and
said
then they pour their soul out in the comment.
Not one word.
That was fucking.
Jesus.
That was Return of the King status, man. That was all like.
That was a lot. Every time we thought it was over, there was more.
Yeah.
That was not the extended edition. There's actually a second part to that comment from Zelda 2829.
Okay.
yeah.
But our other comment comes in from Kenny Kenny Attacks Artemis 9708. It says, again, Reading it verbatim. Yeah, he's smart. He beat the JL.
He beat the Justice League.
Oh,
Yes.
I guess he means that the throne with everybody's the bodies and okay.
Mm,
You know what I like to think though too? You know what I like to think? I like to think because Joker needs Batman so much and he has such a rogues gallery, it always has to be one-upped to be like, I'm your greatest villain. I'm your greatest villain. You know what I mean? Like everything has to be, it's not even that he's falling for it. It's just everything that makes sense. And then all of a sudden a barking dog, all of a sudden, you know what I mean? A swinging Acme. You know what I mean? Like it never makes any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like the Riddler, everything is. Joker is like.
Who knows?
You would get the sharks with the lasers on their head.
Are those freaking sharks with freaking laser beams on their head?
All right, Mose, what is on the agenda today?
Okay, so there was a movie that dropped. We're going to talk about it. There's probably going to be some spoilers. Also, new Batman talk. Whoop, 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 whoop. Comic-Con recently happened, and a lot of shit got dropped there. Oh, wow. As I go through, I'm like, So, yeah, we've got some Comic-Con drops, some Hall H news, a movie to review, a new series that has started. I don't know if you can hear the ambulances going by. It's a crazy Thursday night.
And we're all in the same room, which is
lit
weird.
Thursday night.
All right, let's go into. We've done all our segments, right? We can go into the show.
Boss.
Anybody? We've done all our segments. We can go into the show.
Hey, yo, boss. Was there anything else we needed to cover?
No, I'm just making sure before we get into the first thing. On top of that, we'll be playing games today, which Mosby loves because she ends up getting no sleep.
None.
Mosby, what's on the first sleep? What's on the first thing?
First, let's skip the first. I want to save the first two for later because I really want everybody to get juicy with it. Yep, I said juicy.
Absolutely.
Let's go into some con news. Let's get a recap going of some things that went down at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only thing I know about Comic-Con is the thing we're going to talk about later, as well as the human trafficking thing.
I was going to say the human trafficking ring. What the shit?
Esteban, did you read that article?
I did. It was horrifying.
Elaborate on it so people know,
horrifying.
because it might be our news. Yeah.
Do you want me to? Oh, okay. You're the host, but okay.
It did kind of remind me of that movie that's coming out with Josh Hartnett.
I said that. Don't take my thing.
Oh. Did you really say that? Is it in the chat room?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I didn't see it. I swear to God, I didn't see it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What's the purpose of us having a little chat room? If no one reads anything. Come on. Well, what's
Dude, I'm fucking working.
So apparently there was so there was actually a sting operation that took place at San Diego Comic-Con, a human trafficking sting that took place. It was, from what I was reading, it was pretty successful. They were able to catch a few people and try to hunt down essentially, the individuals that were trying to run this trafficking ring. This just goes back to what we've talked about before going to cons. You guys got to be careful when you guys go to cons. And I know it's not one of those things that you'd like to think about going to a con, especially when you're going to go meet your heroes and whatnot. It's not one of the things that's at the top of the mind. But, I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I feel that it kind of it goes hand in hand with the topic that we talked about, that cosplay is not consent, and it kind of, trying to ease people into following them or whatever, or what have you, and then being that Comic-Con is open to everybody, there are tons of kids that go there, dude, tons of kids, so with if you want to take your kids, by all means, I'm not saying don't take your kids, but you got to be fucking like a hawk on watching your kids, man, because you think you can handle San Diego Comic-Con because you went to Disneyland, fucking good luck, dude. It is like 10 times worse at San Diego Comic-Con. You know,
10
it
times
really
the smell,
is.
too.
It is.
Apparently, they arrested 14 people.
Yeah.
In a giant sting operation.
14 people
where
were
they
arrested.
rescued at least one 16-year-old girl from being human trafficked. Now, they say human trafficked, but we know what it really means. It means sex trafficking. That's what it means. It means sex trafficking. They saved a teenage girl from sexual slavery. Like, let's be legit. I hate it when they tiptoe around it. Call it what it is.
And they probably thought, like, with it being such a big place, it's going to be easier to get. But since it was a sting operation, this was clearly set up. Like, either something happened last year, or maybe it's been a thing going on, and like finally this is the year that, oh fuck, we're gonna do something. You know what I mean? 14 people is a lot of people to get arrested.
14 people is a lot of people. That's a whole little organization. That's like a whole little organization.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. Just for that to go ahead and I mean, you don't really think about that when you go to a con. You know what I mean? You know, that's not at the top of your list when you're doing that.
I think the American mind thinks when we go places, you're at risk, but you're not at risk at home. Which you're kind of always are. It's sad. It's just another. It just adds to you being vigilant. Right, and you got people coming from all around the world, so they wouldn't even know to call to get you because there's a chance you're from New Jersey or wherever.
Now they want to move
exactly.
They want to move that con to Vegas, so more of this can happen. Yikes!
That's what they're talking about. I mean, but they've been talking about moving. They've been talking about moving San Diego Comic-Con for years. I mean, I heard about it. I heard about them wanting to move it like back in like 2010.
Oh wow!
That they wanted to move it. You know, it's been in the works for them wanting to move it and stuff like that. But I don't think the city of San Diego wants to let it go because it brings in so much fucking revenue for the city. You know, it really does. You know, so even though San Diego do not want to let go of that.
I think there's
even though San Diego what?
Even though San Diegoans kind of hate that we're there. I mean, you and I have dealt with it. I was on a trolley and I had my LA hat, go the fuck home, and I was like, I didn't even realize they were talking to me because I was like, I'm looking forward, and then everybody that takes the normal trolley, you know what I mean? Like they just hated everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know, but at the same time, if it's bringing your city money, Las Vegas doesn't need any for money. They're good.
Man, they just got a hockey team, football team.
Vegas has the Raiders.
Baseball team. They got enough money.
Yeah,
they're going to be getting a baseball team soon, so Vegas doesn't need the money. I would say, and like I said, they're not going to want to let it go. They're going to want to keep it there. It's a cash cow for them. The hotels make billions of dollars hands over fist with people coming in because they jack up the prices and stuff like that, and like all the restaurants end up jacking up their prices for eating at the gas lamp and shit like that. So it's just one of those things where it's just like it's something that if they do let it go, that'd be a stupid thing for them to go ahead and do.
Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's not only that; it's the hotels get the money, the eating places get money, like everybody. Trickles down, everybody gets money. Right. Vegas is they have EDC, we're good, bro.
They have a lot. Life is Beautiful, EDC, the whole strip. They've got a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just another thing that would be yeah, it would just be another thing that would be lumped in with something like EDC and that are in the same month, and it's like, what the fuck? Like it would just be too much.
Yeah. Facts.
All right. What else? Are we gonna do RDJ or what are we jumping?
No,
into?
Apparently, Star Trek Lower Decks is getting its final season. Do you guys watch that show? Not at all.
I haven't, but I heard it's good. I heard it's hilarious.
I have heard good things as well. Yes.
Yeah, it's an animated show. It's an animated show on Paramount Plus. So I kind of want to check it out. And again, it's like, if you don't know who's on there, Jack Quaid is one of the guys that does the voices. You know, so it's just one of those things that it's like, if you know him from something, yeah.
Why is he
So
he's the oldest young kid I've ever seen in my life.
Seriously, he looks 40 years old, but he's like
he looks
32.
He's 18. No.
He's 18 looking 32 probably.
Seriously. Oh my god.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Yeah. So it's like I've heard great things about it. It's like it's on the watch list, you know, to catch it and stuff like that. When I'm gonna do it, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. I still haven't started. I've seen only one episode of House of Dragon. I have not caught up on House of Dragon at all.
Zero interest in House of Dragon. I don't know why. Something about this second season, I'm just like,
is it the bitter taste of? Oh, so you saw the first season?
Yes, Aurelius made me watch it.
Got it. All right, at least you saw it, and then no, the interest isn't there anymore. As opposed to
to Moses' point, I saw the first episode of the second season, and it felt very out of place. You know what I mean? Like it just felt, it didn't feel like House of Dragons. You know what I mean? Like I completely get that it picks up right where the first season left off. I get it. You know, there's no lap in time or anything like that. So I understand that. It's just it was hard to get into. It was really slow. It was a slow burn, you know, and being that social media is the way social media is and spoils fucking everything. There's a few things that I saw that were spoiled, and I'm just kind of like, that's how they handle that? Like, you know, like there's one part, and it's like, I really want to talk about this one part. So anybody that hasn't seen it, here's your spoiler warning in 3, 2, 1. There's a part where Rhaenyra goes to like a not like a church, but like somewhere where Alicent goes and kind of like lights candles and everything, like a little memorial place. And they meet up and they're talking, right? So Rhaenyra kind of tries to get like, you know, why are we doing this? Why are we fighting about this and that? And she goes, well, my husband, her dad, says that Aegon was the prince to be, or the prince to come, you know? And she goes, wait a minute, what did he say? Oh, the prince to come, or the prince that was promised, excuse me, the prince that was promised. And she goes, he was referring to the Song of Ice and Fire, not your son. And like, they're just like, oh, okay, like, I guess we gotta fucking finish this fight now. And I'm like, wait a minute, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's how you're handling it? Like, they've come to a realization that like, oh, that's not what the king meant. And they could have put a stop to all this. And then they're just like, nah, we're just going to go ahead and just fucking fuck you. We're going to continue fighting.
I mean, there seems to like, I mean, her son died. So like, it don't matter what the father said. Push come to shove, your son killed my son. So somebody got to go. Somebody got to go.
I think it was over once.
You know, it's just, I'm just kind of like, I feel like the season was phoned in. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like.
The whole season is phoned in because of one episode. Is that what we're saying?
I know it's some black dudes.
That's what I'm saying.
I know it's some full black dudes in there this season. So that's cool, I guess. And then Rhaenyra's doing some lesbian stuff on the side. It's just a lot of little chaos going on with the dragons. I don't even know. What's the name of the place they live? I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Dragonstone.
It's not called Dragonstone. No, it's not.
It's called Dragonstone. Where Rhaenyra is, it's called Dragonstone. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I swear to God, it's called Dragonstone.
Such strong imagination. I'm the keeper of dragons. And I live in Dragonstone.
Yeah, no
Oh,
joke. It's called Dragon Stone.
whack. Anyways, next.
Well, yeah. Well, I have an interest in it because of I think I'm on episode 3. It's just another thing I have to get into. Cobra Kai's down there. It's just
yeah, Cobra Kai.
just a thing. But it's always like something you'll get. I'll get to it, and then all of a sudden, like now you have to watch 5 different things because they're now right back. All right, let's go into the first game.
Okay.
This game is called Last Letter. This is going to be bands.
Oh,
It could also be,
hard.
let's say Mariah Carey she has a band behind her, it counts.
Oh, so it's
okay.
artists. So
Right.
it's artists.
Well, yeah, but it
If you
can't
go see
be
Mariah Carey.
as long as they have a band. It can't be Daft Punk because there's no
What?
instrument. It's not instruments. Well,
They
Daft
do
Punk
play
is
instruments.
fuck me, forget it. Just artists.
Oh no, they do play instruments.
It is Last Letter. I forgot about fucking.
Right. No, they just also use synth. Okay, they're both.
All right.
Oh, that's true. My bad. It's my bad.
We're starting with Esteban. This is called Last Letter. So your first band has to start off with the last letter. Therefore, and then
gosh.
so on and so forth between you
It's gonna
two.
be over a lot faster. It's gonna be over a lot faster.
Yeah.
Zebrahead, Esteban.
Zebrahead is a band.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like I
Default.
should. Ooh, default is a good one. Oh, wait. What about those? Explain the rules of those. No those. Oh,
Unless
then
it's both,
trapped.
Nice.
Oh,
Thanks.
racists.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Oh, it's my turn. Trapped. I know. Trapped.
Did I win already?
Pink Floyd.
No, there's a T at the end of trapped. You lose.
Oh, there is. Oh, bridge.
I won already. Yay. Spin the wheel.
Cheers.
Where's the wheel? Wheel of eternity. Turn, turn,
Spin the
turn.
fucking wheel.
The Wheel of Eternity. My shows don't go that long.
Sure they don't.
Now everybody drinks.
Cheers.
All right. What's the next on the? What's next?
What's next on the con?
Wait. In a Violent Nature. Who is Johnny? As in Depp? In a Violent Nature independent film. I'm like, who's Johnny?
It's an IFC Films and Shudder. Yeah. So. Sorry, I should have been more descriptive when I put them together.
I'm trying to make it work. Like,
I know.
Are you typing it so I can say?
Rye Barnett. Rye Barnett is Johnny.
Oh. In a Violent Nature 2. Chris Nash will return as what's a slasher film? It's a scary movie, guys.
All
Oh, I
right.
know that guy.
Remember, some of these could just
Rye
be.
Barnett.
Yeah.
Okay, so In a Violent Nature 2 is coming out. Great.
Yeah.
Next, guess who made a surprise appearance at Con, guys? You're never gonna guess. Anybody. Just the most random of characters that you would not expect to be at the con. Because why?
Michael C. Hall.
It's Michael C. Hall.
Yes.
It's Dexter. Dexter was there.
Look at Ash.
It was all guess, but he's the one who put it together. Like, okay, got it.
But why was he there?
But why?
Hey, that would have been a good fucking Doctor Doom.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
I
that.
feel like if
I
it's
agree
not
with
what's
Mose.
in your head- Huh? What? All right.
You're out.
I agree with Mose.
All right.
Oh, tell me they're not doing what I think they're doing. They're doing what I think they're doing, gang. We're getting new Dexter.
They are.
Yay! Right?
Who new Dexter shows?
Why?
A newer one to the other new one?
Oh gosh, where he was a lumberjack or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, so they're supposed to continue that one. That one's supposed to be called Dexter Resurrection.
No.
Dexter Resurrection.
Spoilers, everyone. Dexter, he gets a whole bullet in the head. How? How?
He doesn't get shot in the head, does he?
He gets shot with a whole ass rifle in the chest or head, one of those general areas. I stopped paying attention.
I don't think he gets in the head. I think he gets in the chest or in the
and
stomach
now he's
or
still
something
alive.
like
Super. I guess villains are just so hard to kill.
Never seen that
And there's
movie
another
where
one.
they get shot, they all hug up and whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, he's still alive! And then they have to do that one little
That last cap to the dome
for you, some
do the
stupid
double
fucking
tap.
tagline.
The double tap.
Yeah.
Always double tap.
Always. Sex life
To the
and
chest,
killing
one of
somebody.
them.
Always double tap.
So yeah, new Dexter gang.
Ew.
Get ready for the Dexter no one asked for.
What is it?
And there's gonna be a young Dexter.
Yeah.
An
It's
origin.
Dexter Original Sin.
But we already seen his origin. Completely. From beginning to end. So confused. I'm so lost.
I feel like there's just a big ass boardroom, and like, hey, there's these 50 brand new ideas that we could take a chance at, or we could just bring back Dexter. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that season with the Trinity Killer? Oh man. We'll never get that magic again, guys.
Probably
The
not.
writers are terrible now. That was bad.
They are.
And you're keeping Michael C. Hall from doing other shit.
And Michael C. Hall is older in age. I'm just not going to buy that he's the same crafty, sneaky serial killer. The motherfucker can't see. I know you can't see. Get out of here.
From a cataract.
You know he's old. Blah.
Black.
All right, what else?
We've got the boys news. So you know how the boys exist, and then they decided to make a spinoff and they called it Gen V. Well, get ready for a prequel, gang. Get ready for a prequel. And it's called
Moses is so mad.
It's called Vought Rising. Because you gave a shit about Vought and how they came up with the fuck. I can't even make up the stupid premise for the show. I know it's bad. I don't want to hear it. I can't.
So there's Dexter Resurrection and there's Vought Rising.
Yeah.
Like, what's
It's 2008 again, gang, in case you were wondering. All of the titles.
Oh, shit.
Oh, gosh.
This is not good.
New York-based evil media empire in the 50s. New York-based evil media empire is the premise for Vought Rising. Ay caramba.
What's Homelander's dad's superhero name?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Sometimes your imagination is better than what they're gonna give us.
Oh my gosh.
I kind of feel like it's already explained why it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if Invincible's dad. We don't need a prequel to see Invincible's dad. Like, we get it.
Read the book, you fucking bums. Read the book. You're done. I'm so over it. Just read the
we
book.
don't. Something's making money. Give it something else. And it's like they're doing that with fucking Walking Dead, and nobody's been interested in that in so fucking long.
Oh my gosh. Daryl's got his own shit now. I don't even watch the show.
And meanwhile, we're going to talk about Batman soon. But same. All right. Anybody interested in the Dexter shit?
Man, we've been moved on past the Dexter shit. We forgot about it already.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Do you want more, or we want to play again?
Whatever's on there. Some of these are supposed to be just go.
MCU updates. You all seen it? There was a major reveal of the new Goon. We all had feelings. We all had feelings about this. Most of them not good. In case y'all are wondering what I'm talking about, RDJ will be playing Dr. Doom, everyone. Robert Downey Jr. is playing Dr. Doom. Yeah.
I solely don't think it's about the money. I solely feel it's going to be a story. They're going to explain it away.
Well, it's like, yeah, sure.
I don't.
Because they're so good. So good.
It's the same universe. It's not like other characters are all of a sudden gone. I don't know. Maybe it's a clone thing. I genuinely don't know. But my hope is that it's going to be. What gave me hope was comicbook.com when they had Doom holding up Iron Man's head. And I was kind of hoping that's maybe they'll go with that story. I don't know the story, but I'm hoping that something is something. No? Okay.
I assume they're doing the What If comic.
He has so much charisma. I don't see him as Doom.
They're not doing the What If either?
All right.
Damn. At least there was some hope with that one. Because that's just a spinoff. It's just instead of Victor being Reed Richards' roommate, he was Tony Stark's roommate. And he hated his fucking guts. So he's like, I'll be the hero while you're the bad guy. That I can wrap my brain around, because then you get to see the Iron Man Doom suit, which is regular Doom, just in red and gold instead of green and silver. Pretty fucking hilarious. But no, they're not doing that. So they're stupid.
Wait, are you talking about Infamous Iron Man?
I'm talking about...
Are you talking about Infamous Iron Man?
Is that what it was called? No, I'm talking about the What If. What if Tony Stark was Doom?
Because
unless
initially, I will say I was not happy about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doom, but I kind of went down a rabbit hole trying to figure something out and like why he'd be coming back, and I came across.
That's the one.
No, I'm talking about Infamous Iron Man.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the What If that they did.
Yeah.
And he looks like this.
No.
That's what I was like, oh, okay, they're doing this.
You stop it right now.
Anthony Stark.
You stop it right now. Okay. Are we going to dive into this now, or do you want to go through the other stuff and then come back to this? Because I have a theory about it.
Let's go to the other stuff.
Let's go to the other stuff. Zip.
I have a theory about it.
I know.
I mean, Jonathan Majors, they gave him something. They asked him how he felt about it. He said he was heartbroken.
I feel so bad for him.
I mean, I'm on the fence. Like, he did some stupid stuff. He was messing with that girl. He wasn't hitting that girl, but like, he seems like a creep.
But did you hear? Okay, so this is what I feel. I feel bad for him. Do I feel bad for him? A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why is because he brought up a good point. Because they asked him, you know, like Ezra Miller, you know, what he did and what Robert Downey Jr.'s done and blah, blah, this and that. He says he's heartbroken, but I guess he doesn't have the same luck where they can look past things like they did for Robert Downey Jr. and Ezra Miller. First off,
no one looked past Ezra Miller.
Right. This is what I'm getting at. First off, you're talking about what Robert Downey Jr. did in his early 30s?
30s.
Which was
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Right. Obviously prior to social media and stuff like that. Ezra Miller's not in the clear. At least I don't think so. I think he's
Hell no.
been
Ain't nobody working with
blacklisted.
him right now. Yeah, ain't nobody working with him.
Blacklisted. You know, I think he's been blacklisted. But Robert Downey Jr., a lot of the shit that he did happened obviously way before social media. Obviously, I'm not saying that that's an excuse. It's not an excuse. He did his time, literally. You know, paid his dues, and now has turned the page. For Jonathan Majors, that's not like you're going to be seen as someone that assaulted a woman or allegedly assaulted a woman. You're comparing allegedly assaulted a woman to drug and alcohol abuse. I mean,
Damn, remember RDJ though? That motherfucker was a crackhead. Remember that shit? He was a legit crackhead.
He was fucking hardcore, man. Like, he didn't give a shit. Everyone thought he was going to die in prison.
We all did. Every time he got out, he was right back in.
I'm
Damn.
gonna use the word. I'm gonna use the word alleged.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
The person
Allegedly.
my homie Pablo got his stuff from, and it was only weed. He happened to be over, and he played a voicemail for my friend Pablo, and it was Tom Sizemore, and it was like, "Hey, me and Bobby are outside your house, and you're not home. We want to get some redacted." And you hear him in the background talking. Again, using the word alleged. But Pablo told me everything that was said. It was basically Tom Sizemore had that name of the guy, and they were talking, and that basically Tom Sizemore and Pablo had the same dealer, and Tom Sizemore and RDJ were like besties at the time.
Yeah.
So not so long ago.
It really wasn't, because he didn't even get all his crimes pardoned until 2015.
Yeah.
So, like, we're talking about, like, within the last decade and a half, RDJ was still caught up in his legal shit. Yeah. However, he did his like social media. He did his social jail time and his literal jail time. He did 15 months in prison for his crimes.
Absolutely.
And then he got made fun of for a very long time before he finally got like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And we were like, oh yeah, we forgot how good of an actor this guy could be. And then next thing we knew, he was Tony Stark. Now, unfortunately, Jonathan Majors, he just got his shitstorm. So you got to ride it for a minute. And you already showed us how talented of an actor you are. So I hope whatever role you get eventually blows our socks off. Maybe you come back as King in 5 years. We don't know.
Not to mention, even those positive vibes fucking sites and Instagram and stuff, it'll still show, hey, you can go from this to this. Like him in his orange jumpsuit to Iron Man. They still do that shit. Like but the internet will never let you forget.
Right. A lot of people forget, though, Disney did not want to insure him. Disney did not want to insure Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man. A lot of people forget that.
That's true. They thought he was risky. They thought he was high risk.
And Jon Favreau was the one that talked them into it. You know?
We'll call Happy.
And now
Happy.
Yeah, I don't remember if he had to put up some of his own money in order to have him insured or what it was, but Jon Favreau went to bat for him.
You know what's weird, homie? How
so that just goes to show.
How come these people that have money have no creative bone in their body, but they're making decisions? Do you know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. I understand it's a corporation, it's a this, it's a that, but they have no... Hey, that made money. Like RDJ, put him again. Like, but again, 20 years ago, don't give it to him. Now it's like, hey, make him Doomsday. Hey, make him Doomsday. Make him Doom. Make him this. Make him that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, it's like those memes are coming out right now. Yeah, those memes are coming out right now where they're saying that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing everybody in the X-Men. You know, so it's just stuff like that. So, but I digress.
I mean.
We'll get into the RDJ thing in a little bit, I guess.
My hope is that if it's a genuine character switch, like maybe Doom is already Doom. We don't see his face. We don't see, you know what I mean? Like it's a Thanos Cable situation, maybe. Like it's not the same at all. You know what I mean?
Right. And
it doesn't help that your introduction as Doom was your introduction as Iron Man. It didn't help.
I just feel like it takes away from the Doom character as a whole. Because now it's not even like, oh shit, we're getting Doom. It's like, oh, we're getting Doom.
Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doom.
Yeah, it's like
And
probably
even in
the best villain in the Marvel universe is Doom, and it's just like
And what do you do with his voice? Because even if you modulate the
close.
voice, it was done in the Iron Man suit. When he talked through the suit, everybody.
Mhm.
So
Well, the
what
first
did we
one,
have to do?
the first Iron Man, they modulated his voice.
Mhm.
When you watch it, they did modulate his voice. Come Iron Man 2, 3, and all the ones afterwards, it was his actual voice.
It's just regular
Right,
him.
but it still came out like now batting Manny Moda. Like it still came out like a microphone or through a suit. So that's what I'm saying. It just Batman. It's gonna be hard to do that.
Well,
All right.
Russo brothers are also coming along with this, so there are gonna be 2 Doom
That I'm
movies.
not mad about.
I mean, Russo brothers usually don't let us down. There's 2 Doom movies. There's Doomsday and Secret Wars. We'll see Doom in both. A lot of us were probably thinking we were going to see Doom in Fantastic Four, and it would make I'm jumping ahead to Fantastic Four news, and it would make a lot of sense for us to see this old version of Doom because the Fantastic Four is actually set in an alternate timeline.
Right.
I may or may not have seen the trailer that they played in Hall
What
H.
What if RDJ is playing his dad and he was secretly Doom?
Howard Stark was secretly Doom the whole time?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm putting stuff out there.
Just trying to figure out somewhere that's entertaining.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, gang, because it ain't making sense.
I'm telling you, I fell into a rabbit hole, and I think what the theory that I'm thinking about makes sense. It makes sense.
All
To
right.
me, it makes sense. I don't know, but
It makes sense. Somebody.
Let's do one more game and then let's go into your theory. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
okay.
All right. This game is called The Cast. I'm gonna read the cast and you tell me what this is, who the cast is representing.
Is it a movie
Okay.
or a TV show?
I can't give you that. I can't go for that. Oh no.
I can't go for that.
Jesse T. Usher, Jack Quaid, Chase Crawford.
Oh, is that the boys?
You gotta say your name.
Wait, say it again.
He said
You gotta
it's
say your name.
Mosby. It's the boys.
Mosby.
It was the boys.
I didn't challenge her enough. I'm sorry.
Boys. You said Chase
Well,
Crawford.
I didn't hear the first actor.
Oh, well, once he said Chase Crawford and Jack Quaid, I was like, okay, it's the boys.
Right.
A lot of people don't know those names.
Well, some of you need to watch Gossip Girl.
All right. This is Anti-Will, which we don't
This
have.
is true.
'cause That's
We don't have an
There's
anti-will.
206 bones in the body. 207 when I watch Gossip Girl.
Ooh. Yeah,
Oh.
and then he married her. Everybody drinks again. You're
What
welcome.
was it?
Everybody drinks.
Cheers.
All right. We got 3 more games. So how many more things do we have?
I can go a little bit further into Fantastic Four. We also have Captain America: Brave New World and Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. Just kidding. That's
All
not
right.
the same song.
All right. We also going to do Deadpool and Wolverine, and we're also going to do Batman the Crepe.
Yep.
The Crepe Crusader?
So let's do one more subject, and then we'll do another game.
Okay, since I already jumped ahead into Fantastic Four, let's get a little more about that going.
Yeah.
As I said, it's a little
good.
bit of a wibbly wobbly time jumpy thing. It's actually set in the 60s, early 60s,
Yes.
really retro.
But it's a yeah.
And as I said, I may or may not have seen the trailer that was shown in Hall H. Cannot confirm or deny. I also cannot confirm or deny that we 100% get their origin story yet again. And cousin ain't got no facial hair. They cut all cousin's facial hair off, making him look like a regular ass
Yeah,
man.
they sure did.
Cousin, they
sure
cut your
did.
facial hair off.
And if you guys don't know who Cousin is, you guys are falling behind on your TV shows.
Seriously, go watch The Bear immediately. Cut this off and go watch The Bear, and then come back next week and tell us that you watched it.
Yes, please go turn off the show Ash is hosting and watch The Bear, and then come back next week when Mosby's
Exactly. Come back when it's me, you know, and tell me all about how you
Oh. All right.
So yeah, they're doing it in the 60s. They're doing a lot of bright blue and orange, similar to like the comic books and the early cartoon that they did. We're getting a lot of I don't know, basic white people vibes is what it felt like when I watched it. But we do also get a very clear image of Galactus's eyeballs, which has sent many online noobs fluttering because apparently they didn't know that Galactus can change his size. And they were like, isn't he supposed to be planet size? Yes.
No. Oh God.
He's supposed to be
When
planet
Silver
size.
Surfer goes away, all you see is the head. So it was already that big.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking huge. But yes, Galactus can shrink or grow as it chooses. You have offended Esty. He is offended.
I'm offended. No, seriously, I'm offended because it's just like, think about it. It's like, I get upset because people are basing what they know from what they've seen in the movies. That's what they're doing.
Mm.
Like, I understand that comic books has a rich history. If you don't know, fucking educate yourself. Google is free.
It's simple.
Like,
Frank. Real
come
simple.
on.
It's just a lot of foot in mouth.
There
A lot of
was
people are like, what?
There was the comic book when he's like that, and it's all the planets around his fucking fist.
Yeah.
Or all around his hand.
That's how
Yeah.
big
Really?
it's Galactus.
His
Have
name
you
is
seen
fucking
the-
Galactus.
It's
I thought he was
Galactus.
gonna be all, hi guys. No.
Have y'all seen the red carpet footage, the interview footage though, with like Pedro Pascal and the lady who's playing Sue Storm? I can't remember her name right now.
With the hand holding.
Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby is just like head over heels for Pedro Pascal.
She's
just
infatuated by him, right?
She's just like, take me now, sir. The answer is yes. And he's all a flutter. He's just, you can tell he must not be used to getting like bedroom eyes that directly because he's all like,
You know what's funny? You say that. It's funny you say that because he's talked about that before. That the way he feels, it's his anxiety. It's his anxiety kicking in. So whenever you see him on a red carpet and he has his hand on his stomach, that's him trying to control his anxiety so he doesn't feel so out of place, you know, and he's trying to control himself. So what I think he does now,
he reached out to her for her hand and she just took it. Like,
right?
It wasn't even a thing.
And
like
to
even
that
if you
point,
explain
obviously,
to her,
because
hey,
he does
it's
that.
not a thing. Yeah.
Same
We're
time.
both talking.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's one of those things where it's like he needs, and I'm sure I can almost guarantee he probably has ADHD. You know, he needs to fidget. Pedro Pascal needs to fidget. You know, so I think his safety zone or his comfort zone is reaching out and physical touch. That's him. Like, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, someone has me. I'm okay. You know, that's what I think he has. That's what it is. Obviously, he can't do that with what's her name in The Last of Us. Bella Ramsey. That's her name, right? Bella Ramsey.
I'm sure he can.
I think so, yes.
It'll look weird, but he can.
Like he can't do that to her. He can't like caress her arm or anything like that, or like try to go for her hand and stuff like that. So therefore, his hand goes to his stomach to try to control his anxiety. You know. So with Vanessa Kirby, she's, you know, so that's him. That's his comfort. That's his, you know, like, hey, babe, like I need you, you know, type thing, you know.
Mhm.
So I get it. Could she maybe misinterpret it as something else? Probably, but unless he seems like the type of person that gives full disclosure.
There's a discussion there.
No,
It wasn't
what
like
I'm saying.
he knew exactly what it was.
yeah,
Right.
they're
But
in
what
love.
right.
They're in love.
But the other side of that coin, if they're not, he probably tells her like, hey, this is my first Comic-Con. I get really handsy or touchy-feely, like just as an FYI type thing. And if she says, and if she's one of those, okay, no worries, I got you, you know. You know what I mean? If it's more of like, oh, no worries, I got you type thing, then, that's probably what it is, But again, I do see that whole infatuation where they're interviewing them and she goes, oh my God, he looks so amazing in the costume. And then he just like fucking, like,
What?
oh my
Maybe
gosh, she
you
said that looks
do.
amazing in the costume. So I see that, you know what I mean?
Man, I think it's cute. I think they're cute. And I think
it's fucking adorable.
Honest about his anxiety. Like, actors can just be regular ass people with regular ass issues. Yes.
That's
They
why
also
it's like when I see
yeah.
Like when I see celebrities out in the street, like, go ahead. It makes it more impressive that what?
It makes it more impressive that he's such the dad character, the protector
right.
of so many franchises. Like, it makes it even. That's how good of an actor you are.
True, huh?
Yeah.
You could be playing a daddy a lot. Okay, daddy.
There it is.
Okay.
But
her saying that, I think we found our commercial for the show.
But to that point, it's like because they are regular ass people, when I see celebrities like out in public, at Disneyland, at dinner or whatever, I'm not gonna, hey, oh, you were fucking amazing. And no, dude, they're just trying to enjoy their day. They're out with their family and shit. Like, leave them the fuck alone.
No, sign my shit. Sign my shit. You know what you signed up for when you took the job. Sign my shit.
You fucked up.
You don't get a life anymore. Sign my shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. A little bit.
If you're sitting down with your kid or wife and you're
that'd be really creepy.
Cool.
That'd be
but
weird.
As soon as you fucking exit that fucking diner,
sign my shit. Sign my shit. I seen y'all eating. What was y'all eating? Ooh, okay.
Sir, that's your penis. Just sign it. Hurry before it goes away.
Oh.
Before it goes away. Ew.
Ew.
Don't get that tattooed.
Wow. I say penis and I hear
penis.
Dookie. What's the next thing?
Anybody interested in any Thunderbolt news? Thunderbolts.
You could just say whatever the news is and we move on.
There's a movie. No.
Wow.
Harrison Ford is having the time of his life. He's in Hall H just running around. He's doing Red Hulk noises. He popped up for the Captain America Brave New World or Brave World, whatever it is. And he was just having a blast. Man's is like 86, just running back and forth, having the time of his life.
Because no one was asking him about Han Solo or Indiana Jones. Like, it's a new character. It's like, yeah. And then, like, hopefully,
actually,
in 2 years, he's going to be fucking, I'm the Red Hulk.
Yep. So he's doing, Harrison Ford is going to be
in
both
an interview. Yeah. There was an interview that he did with Entertainment Weekly. And
there's a delay, bro.
They asked him
exactly what you're doing. There's a delay. So there's a little bit of a delay. So yeah. That's why we keep interrupting each other.
So aren't you good now or what?
Yeah. Oh, like for Grease on Broadway? Yes. With your hair, please.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You sing?
What's happening?
Go Grease Lightning. Just quiet, bro. Just help me. Move along.
Now he's fucking with you. Yeah, it's like,
what the fuck?
And now he's fucking with you.
Go on, Mose. Continue.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say, I was going to bring up the fact that in the Captain America movie, apparently they finally do something about the big frozen celestials sticking up out of the side of the earth from that one movie I didn't watch. What's it
Eternals?
called? Yes. It's been like a bit of a running gag on the internet. Like, that motherfucker's still just over there like, no one's doing anything about him. but apparently they finally do.
You know what's crazy is Eternals had
They
so
do?
many fucking A actors.
And it
For
just
that to not work, I don't know how they did that. That's
I feel like I need to
you
watch
have
that movie
an
again.
A-list. You have an A-list cast, and that still didn't work.
you got Angelina Jolie in a Marvel movie, and
Yeah.
it flopped. What a waste of Angelina Jolie.
Not to mention the one that I won't say wasn't known, but wasn't known as much is now our Joker in the Batman. Like, so
Hey, yo, I did not realize that was Saltburn.
I would have been like, clearly wasn't me,
Yeah.
deuces.
I did not realize that was Saltburn in there. And then I saw a clip. Apparently, he like bashed some kid in the head with a rock. I don't know what powers he had, but funny stuff.
This is more mind control.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
But he's like the strongest one. Like, it was a thing.
okay. But yeah, I heard the movie was really boring. And then they left the villain frozen in stone or whatever, sticking out of the side of India or something for like 5 years. Whose phone is that?
You know what's sad is that we do our show and like
Whose phone
we're
is that?
brutally
What is
honest
that?
of like, we're good. Like, and somebody's like, oh my god, they're talking about the Eternals. It sucked. Oh,
Oh, they're all excited, and we're like, "Ooh, you should rethink your whole life."
yeah, absolutely. I do have a McDonald's toy, but still rethink your whole.
Absolutely.
Other
What's
than
next?
that, that's it for all the San Diego Comic-Con stuff. We heard a lot about Thunderbolts. We heard a lot about the new Captain America, the Fantastic Four information, and of course the big reveal of RDJ playing Doom was all anybody could talk about since Comic-Con weekend.
What's the? I'm drawing a blank. Captain Marvel. Maria, I can't. What is the movie?
Maria Hill,
Rambo.
Maria Hill.
Monica Rambeau,
Monica Rambeau?
the mom or the daughter?
I'm sorry, Monica Rambeau. What is that?
The Marvels.
The Marvels. Thank you.
Mhm.
Which they're building the Thunderbolts. So I don't know. I love that about the Avengers. Like, I'm here to talk to you about a project.
I'm here to
Little
talk
by
to you about
little,
the Avengers initiative.
We got and now it's like, and Thunderbolts. Okay,
Yep.
so why is the dad in it? Why is this like, I don't know, maybe they'll explain it away in the movie, but
Well, they never gave us a Hulk in this. They didn't give us a Hulk movie in this universe to even make the connection to Red Hulk. So we only know Ross exists because we watched previous Hulk movies, and they just banked on that. Because the one time we get Ross, he's a dickhead that's like Sokovia Files, the Sokovia Accords, or whatever the shit. And I was like, oh, okay, well, there's Red Hulk, but zero ability to get to Red Hulk because you haven't given us a Hulk movie this entire time.
oh, that is true. Okay, how do we? Oh, they'll do a flashback or some dumb shit.
I'm just like, how are we already jumped up to Thunderbolts when you guys haven't even fucking finished finalizing the soldier serum? No one else has gotten
Even
the serum. So
Even if it was like a at the end of Abomination, the end credits is him getting the needle would have been cool. Like, we would have been done.
Right.
Like, got
they
it.
would have solved it already, but we've never seen Ross anywhere near any other chemicals to make him Red Hulk. And now, not only are you introducing him, are we getting a new Betty? Are we getting a new Betty? Why would we? Like, there's her dad. Are
We are
getting
not
her?
getting a new Betty. We're not getting a new Betty. It's going to be Liv Tyler. It's already
Yeah.
done.
What?
I
Liv
couldn't
Tyler.
remember if it was Conley or
Make
Liv
her.
Tyler.
up your mind. So they're just like, go back and watch the one decent Hulk movie because that's the canon story now. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
That was reverse whiskey dick. Like, hey, we can't do
that
this.
heart monitor was like, if you want your insides exploded, keep doing it.
Some people think they do.
And
Bully
that makes
over on
me
our
wonder-
Bully on our Instagram is screaming, "Preach, Mose, preach!"
Thank you, Bowling.
What up, Bully? So if
Dang.
Bully's on our Instagram, that means that we have other people on the other stuff. that are sticking
Yay!
with us. Thank you.
Shout out
right,
to the Instagram viewers. Shout out
So
to
our
the
last things are going to be Cape Crusader and Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Woo.
By the way, we will be spoiling like a motherfucker. And if you are on Instagram, it's already been fucking spoiled for you. But
Shit, if you've been
we're
on
gonna do
TikTok,
a
that shit's already been spoiled for you.
oh,
If you
God
don't want to
damn.
be spoiled,
There are
please
people.
leave.
There are people interviewing the cameos, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is not good.
Sad.
And
I'm so glad we saw it when we did.
I will say real quick, if you guys haven't picked up the comic book Infamous Iron Man, you guys need to pick it up because I strongly believe that's what they are using for Doctor Doom.
Tell us why, SD.
Because, Mosby, I'm glad you asked. There is... Huh? What?
Oh, it's a Grease joke. Go on.
You're a dick.
I love you.
No, you don't.
You're a dick. He said that from his whole chest.
In that, and that's why I thought that's where I thought you were going, Mose, because in Infamous Iron Man, in a alternate timeline, Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are actually roommates.
Yes.
In college.
Is that why comicbook.com had that picture that I was talking about when he's holding up the Iron Man head? Doom's holding up the Iron Man head?
Probably. I'm not 100% sure which cover it is.
That came out exactly the same day as they announced it. They showed
now, I'm talking about this one written by Brian Michael Bendis.
Brian Michael Bendis?
Brian Michael Bendis. That looks like a fucking Coldplay cover.
Doesn't it? So essentially what ends up happening, Victor Von Doom is pissed throughout that entire storyline because he sees that Tony Stark doesn't have to study. So he gets all fucking pissed because he's just like, well, how come he doesn't have to study and I'm fucking busting my balls and I'm about to get kicked out of school because, all this other shit. So he figures out a way to switch brains with Tony Stark. So Victor Von Doom's brain goes into Tony Stark's brain. Huh?
Freaky Friday?
Yeah, it's a very much a Freaky Friday, and that's how Victor Von Doom looks like Iron Man, looks like Tony Stark, but becomes Doctor Doom. So I have a feeling that they're going to go with that storyline. Okay, I have a feeling that Doctor Doom will be in the Fantastic Four. I have a feeling he will be in the Fantastic Four. They will make their way to the sacred timeline. Okay. To 616, and I think what's going to be very difficult is in Secret Wars, where Doctor Doom shows his face. He looks like Tony Stark, but people like Sam Wilson, Tom Holland, Doctor Strange, they're looking at him like, you died. Like what? Like what the fuck's happening? So I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of that in Secret Wars. If they do,
this would be much cooler.
No, it will not. You put that away.
You don't like that, bro?
No.
Really
Get the greatest
No. You stop it right now, Mose.
Especially because it hasn't been done right once yet.
Oh,
why would we? You know what I mean? He was either Doom for 5 minutes, or he was the nip tuck Doom. You know what I mean? Like
not the nip tuck Doom. Leave Julian out of this.
How dare you?
It was
a national treasure.
Nip Tuck was a great fucking show.
So I have a feeling that that's where they're going to go.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's move on to Deadpool and Wolverine.
We're doing Deadpool and Wolverine.
We got to do Cape Crusader because the last thing we're going to do is we're going to spoil the shit out of it. All
right, let's go. Hurry up. Cape Crusader.
Hold on really quick.
And go.
And go. All right. Mosby, we're at 2-0.
Yes.
Mosby, you're in the lead.
You get
to pick. Do you go first or does Esteban go first?
I go first.
You go first?
This time. Normally I would say SD to try to have an advantage.
Right, you go
this
first.
time I'm going first.
This game is called Mix and Match. What I'm going to say is I'm going to give one category of actors.
Okay.
I'm going to give one category of movies.
Okay.
You have to then basically, like the kid
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna let us draw on the screen?
I know. I was
or-
like, should I get a pen and paper?
No, because you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to write it down because it's memory.
That's
Oh, this is a memory
It's a
game.
memory game.
I see.
So, I'm gonna, ready?
Yep.
Bruce Willis, Julia Roberts, Ryan Reynolds, Joaquin Phoenix, Bill Murray.
okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Van Wilder, Stepmom, Last Man Standing, Gladiator, Lost in Translation.
Bill Murray,
It's not-
Lost in Translation. Joaquin
Okay.
Phoenix, Gladiator. Ryan Reynolds is Van Wilder. Oh shit! Last Man Standing. Oh, you said Bruce Willis, Julia Roberts. Did I get? How many did you say? You said 5 people.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Bruce Willis is Last Man Standing, and Julia Roberts is Step Parent.
Nobody's ever got 5 before.
How dare you? I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
boy. Yeah, boy.
Okay. We'll go into the first thing. The first thing's going to be Cape Crusader, and then
Yes.
we're gonna end with Deadpool and Wolverine, and then we're done.
Yes, Cape
Cape
Crusader.
Crusader. Now Mosby came up with our. So what we do is we come up with an anchor like an anchor show, so that we always have something to end with. And
Loser show, eh?
which this week we're not going to because we all saw Deadpool and Wolverine. So, being that Deadpool is going to be spoilerific, I want to give one last chance for everybody else. Cape Crusader, Mosby, how did you feel about it?
OMG. Remember how we talked about this and y'all was like, what about the Superman show? What about the Batman? And I told you the Batman show would be great. Quote me, because it was great. It was great.
What did you like about it? Spoiler alert. Anybody?
Yes, I won't. Since we all, just so everyone is aware, we only watched the first episode. We know that all 10 dropped, but the 3 of us only watched the first one. So nobody else better spoil the rest of this for us.
Or else.
But in that first episode, I thought they did a really good job of building out the universe, showing what era it was in, using that Gotham animated series, the animated series looking Gotham that we always loved. We got an introduction to main characters right away. So you got to see Harvey Dent, Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon. You got to see Bruce. You got to see Alfred, Fat Alfred.
I know.
I'm not happy with Fat Alfred.
A Fat Alfred, not used to Pennyworth being round, but okay for the big people. Okay.
Thank you.
Not mad at it. Okay, not mad at it for us big people. But I thought this was the guy playing Batman. What's his name? Not Tim. The one from
Midnight
Fury,
Mass.
right?
He's from
Midnight Mass, Adventures of Old
Hamish.
Scene.
It was Hamish something.
Hang on. Is it the one from Jim Carrey or
Not Lancashire.
No. That Diedrich Baker is playing Harvey Dent.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. I got it backwards. But anyway, the guy who's doing
Imagine
that,
being fucking Batman for fucking 15 years and like, hey, we want you back. You're gonna be Harvey Dent. Oh.
the
I don't
guy
think he
who's
cares,
doing
dude.
Batman is doing a
Well, no, but I
really,
would fucking-
really good job
Yes.
of embodying Kevin Conroy.
Right?
He's doing a good job of tapping into that energy, really mellow voice. I was very worried we were going to get a lot of Christian Bale with the, like I was nervous that they were going to go there. And I was like,
Yeah.
don't do that. We don't like that. But I thought that, I'm just going to go out and say it. I thought the Cobblepot gender bend was great.
100%.
Thought it was great. I thought
100%.
You know,
she
too,
scared me much more than Cobblepot has ever scared me.
I'm very don't change my shit, but
you know,
you have an existence for a very long time of Penguin. On top of that, you have a series on HBO Max as Penguin if you want your
Mhm.
don't change my
You need that
shit
fit.
Penguin.
You need that
So
fit.
yeah, absolutely.
I thought it was great. So overall, this first episode knocked it out of the park for me, and I was like, Amazon Prime does it again. Amazon Prime be dropping some bangers. We need to give them, like, they bullshitting us with these ads and all these extra fees. And my 2-day delivery is now 4-day delivery.
Or
neither here nor
they
there.
do Lord of the Rings and they take 3 years and do it the next season. Yeah.
Oh, that Rings of Power trailer looked good though. That Rings of Power.
It took 3 years.
Yeah, but the
Dude,
trailer
it's
looks amazing.
what I say about Tom Holland. By the
It's
time
been
we're
like 2
fucking
years.
done, he's
Then
gonna
there
be
was
like,
a writer's strike.
hey, it's gonna be Steve Buscemi with his skateboard. What's up, fellow high schoolers?
Hello, fellow teenager.
It's because they can't fucking choose anything.
Yeah.
Esteban, how did you feel about Cape Crusader?
Dude, I fucking loved it. It had the perfect amount of nostalgia in it, especially with that intro. That intro was fucking such a banger, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved every minute of it. Oh, it was great. Like, I really thought that the old school costume was gonna bother me, like the short gloves was gonna bother me and stuff like that. I really thought that, but I got lost in the animation. Like, just watching it, I'm just like, this is like I am back at my grandparents' house watching fucking Batman the Animated Series right now. Like, this is amazing. This is like the gender bend, perfect, fucking spot on.
Loved it.
Awesome. It was fantastic. The change.
It wasn't even a different character.
Gordon and Barbara Gordon with Jim Gordon and Barbara Gordon, fucking beautiful.
Black ones made them black.
And 2, him being the commissioner, her saying like, spoiler again, her being the one like, we have to get out of here. Where he was like, oh, we're gonna be safe here. Like, she already knew, like, that motherfucker's a rat. Everybody knows what we're doing. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I love the fact. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall, but was she was not an attorney in the original one, right?
No.
Yeah. See, that I like that makes so much sense with her being an attorney.
Yep.
If it being year 1, year 2, the one reason I trust you is because my daughter trusted you. You know what I mean? As opposed to the stapler to the back of the head. You didn't kill me. There's always that one little, even in fucking Gotham, there's that one little, I trust you. I mean, in Gotham, it was 9 years of, I now know who you are. But you know what I mean? Like, it was like, there's that moment of, you would never do this because we've established this.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like,
she was a librarian before.
Okay.
She was originally a librarian because she's got a degree in library science.
Which makes sense of the Oracle, but yeah.
Right? Yeah, the person who would be the keeper of the knowledge.
It's perfect. Like,
ooh, that's a fun nickname for my friend who's a librarian. I shall call her the Oracle from now on. She is also a Batman fan. She will love it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, this.
So she should show up for one of the special episodes of when we do.
Oh, I will invite her as soon as you tell me the themed episode we're doing.
Well, next week's episode 2, and it's on you, so
that's fair.
It's your episode.
I'll hit her up.
Esteban, there is I swear to God, there's a delay, bro. I'm not trying to fucking cut you off.
I honestly don't feel there's a delay because everything's running.
When you watch the show, you'll see it.
There is a bit of a delay. Got a cosign. Either way, we're making it work. Mostly making it work.
Did you say how you felt about?
I was going to say, Batman? Were you done describing what you enjoyed about Batman Cape Crusader?
Yeah, it's fucking immaculate.
It was great. Great episode.
My turn. All right. There's enough.
Strap in, people. We're going to be here for about another hour.
Yeah. There's so much homage to Batman the Animated Series. Like, the buildings are exactly what you would see. Like the block, and there's so much of a square jaw. But there's also the Batman. There's a nod to the Batman series where, like, that Bruce Wayne is the Batman Bruce Wayne, and then so on and so forth. The fact that he failed first makes me feel like it's year one, year 2. Fat Pennyworth I can't accept only because as a military man he should always be ready, and this is the first time yeah, this is the first time I've ever dealt with a fat Alfred, at least for myself. And going by, again, different whatever. Also, how does he protect Bruce when shit goes down?
With a gun.
Originally on the boat, I had a problem with the Batman voice, but he's in the Bruce face. But Bruce Wayne is his mask, so it had to click with me. I know. Batman fan. I understand. But there was so much homage, and I didn't see any other episode. But if you look at the last episode, just what they show you, like episode 10, this is what you'll see. It is an homage to Batman the Animated Series.
Nice. I can hear the music.
The lightning strike and him standing on the building, it's exactly that. Yeah. It's just enough of everything. Again, the block cartoon, the block animation, was amazing. I don't know. It was good because, again, it's exactly how I felt about Batman Begins. Is I'm gonna fuck up a lot, bro. Even in the Batman, when he didn't, I don't know what I'm doing, and he fucking hit the fucking ground all crazy. Like, there was a little bit of that. Like, I get it. It'll never happen again. Which, spoiler alert, he said, I failed. It'll never happen again. Which was, it's those moments of,
but it will.
I've dealt with this a million, like a cop. Cop. I've seen your face a million times. You have something, you don't have something. You're you know what I mean? Like, we always think, oh, I tricked this guy, but he sees that guy on the daily. Like, as a cop, you know you have something. I've seen this 25 times today. But anyway, and again, the way that I can accept the suit is this is him on his way to becoming Batman Animated Series. That's how I'm accepting it in my head, because the sound of that fucking back grapple, which was like, bah! And it got you, was so fucking good. And you don't even hear this one. When he catches that guy and he pulls him up,
right?
It reminds me of, swear to me! Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get to that fucking point. Anyway,
right.
It's Batman. You knew I was going to rant, so fuck you guys. Last game, and then we'll go into Deadpool versus Wolverine, and we're done. Yes?
It's not versus, it's and, but yeah.
He said, where's the delay now?
Yeah, right?
The entire show up until now. Wait. 7.
Why don't you hit record then, fucker? I'm always the one hitting record.
Yeah, switch it up. Take some responsibility.
That would affect your Wi-Fi?
Take some responsibility.
Yes, it would.
Get to the game.
You too, Mose.
All right. Get to your chocolate.
You don't even know the login.
Liar.
No, you've gotten the login like 8 times.
For StreamYard?
Right.
I don't have
It's the same. It's the same.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen him give it to you. That doesn't sound right.
That don't say that.
Uh-oh.
Esteban, 4 is the mix and memory match. Before we get into Wolverine and Deadpool, I'm not gonna explain it again. Here's your actors: Charlie Cox, Denzel Washington, Matthew McConaughey, Hugh Grant, Angelina Jolie. Here are your movies: She-Hulk, 9 months, Dazed and Confused, Man on Fire, Hackers.
Man on Fire is Denzel Washington. Dazed and Confused is Matthew McConaughey. What was the last one? Say them again.
Memory game.
This is a stupid game. I'm buzzed. This is dumb.
We're good at 2?
Take my ball. I'm going home. He just cut the camera off. Fuck you.
Dumb. You guys are
After
horrible.
he doesn't admit that there was a fucking delay the whole time. He goes like, "No, fuck this game." All right.
It's a delay, okay?
Angelina Jolie was in Hackers.
Oh, I didn't hear Hackers. I didn't hear Hackers.
Because of the
You got
delay.
Denzel. You got Matthew McConaughey. There was Charlie Cox.
Horrible bosses. Did you say horrible bosses?
You're good at two. All right. So we
You're
have
good at it too. It's like, don't hurt yourself. Just stop.
Just stop.
right now. You're gonna hurt yourself.
7-2. Mosby wins tonight.
Woo!
Good job, Mose.
Thank you. Thank
Mose.
you. Thank you.
All right. So again, we are going to be talking shit and good shit about Deadpool versus. I did it again. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Log off.
All right.
Log off if you haven't
Log
seen
off. Absolutely log off.
it. Oh,
Unless you have a 7 months delay, log off.
This is true. and only a few of us have my delay.
oh gosh, the special delay.
All right,
Oh,
party people.
Deadpool and fucking Wolverine.
We
Hold
are
on,
gonna
hold
nerd
on.
out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Before we get started, out of 10, let's hear it.
Only 8? Okay.
You, Ash?
8.
9.5.
B plus.
You know what?
You
It's 99.99.
oh wow.
Yeah, fuck it. It's a 10. But
Clearly not, but good.
no, it's 9.5 because
It's
there's
not a
something
10,
that
it's
could have been
ridiculous.
done a little bit better.
Lots of things that could have been done better.
I'm with Mose. It's an 8. It's an 8.
It's
It's a
very
good.
strong
It's a
8.
good
A
movie.
strong 8. Yeah.
It is a strong fucking 8. It is a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone
Because-
else that So
All right.
Yeah.
anyone else that says different, Ash will meet you in the parking lot and we'll fight you.
No, I said
Because
9.5.
The worst
You
part of
guys
the
are
movie is the worst part of the movie is Ryan Reynolds. He's the worst part of the movie, and he's the main character. That's why it's an 8, because he always takes it one too far, and then it stops being funny. For me, when I'm watching it, I'm like, that was a good fourth wall break. That was a good fourth wall break. That was a good fourth wall break. Bad fourth wall break. That was a good one. That was a good one. Bad one. And it's always like that. As soon as I start to be up there like, yes, then someone makes a flat joke, or there's a flat line, or there's a plot hole, and you're just like, all right, never mind. That's the only reason why I went down to 8 instead of 10.
Mine was different. I think the movie would have been fine without Nice Pool.
Without who?
Nice Pool.
Which one was that?
The ponytail.
Oh,
Ryan
the
Reynolds.
dog? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. The pony? Oh, Nice Pool.
Yeah.
The beautiful one.
Right, the beautiful one. I think without him,
That's
the
not
movie would have been
Deadpool?
good. The movie would have been
Yeah,
fine without him.
that's one of the things that I mean. Like, that's a big fourth wall breaker.
Yeah,
Like, that's a
the
very-
whole thing though, where it's like the proposal. You're just like, what? Why?
Yeah, like that's exactly what I mean. That's what I'm talking
You know,
about.
So Nice Pool really wasn't necessary. Was not detrimental to the story.
Mm-mm.
Cassandra Cain.
Cassandra Nova.
Oh, Cassandra Nova. Thank you,
I was
Cassandra
like,
Nova.
Cassandra Cain is Batman.
I know, my bad. Cassandra Nova. I didn't feel
Rushed.
villainous.
Very
She didn't
rushed.
feel villainous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we would have gotten a flashback,
Very rushed.
I think if we would have gotten a flashback, a la her origin story when they showed in the comic book Charles and her in the womb, I
Yep.
thought that would have been fucking like that was a
That's
missed opportunity.
exactly what I thought we were going to get to see.
I felt that was a missed opportunity. So I think Cassandra Nova was rushed. I didn't feel like, oh, she's in the void. Okay, cool. Like, but why? You know,
How'd
like
she even
all
get there?
all she said was they proved to me before I can walk. You're just like, what? See,
This is what we were. This is
if
what
we would have gotten a flashback like that, where she tried to strangle Charles in the womb and Charles ended up fucking killing her like that, dude, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
You know, at that point I would have been like, yeah, dude, fucking take over the Void.
I mean, her character's supposed to look like this.
And she doesn't look like that.
She's all beautiful and young.
all I saw was Princess Diana while I was watching the movie.
Oh, is that who she plays? She's from The Crown, huh?
She's from The Crown, yeah.
She's a beautiful lady.
She's very pretty. Very, very pretty.
Beautiful lady. And Cassandra Nova as a person, creepy as fuck.
And I think
she wasn't creepy.
They doubled down to try to make her creepy with the whole like, oh, my powers aren't fully developed, but I'm gonna fucking stick my fingers into your fucking brain and play with you.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know. So I think they're just like, oh, okay, like she's beautiful, but we're gonna make her creepy with her fucking finger brains and shit, you know.
Her telekinesis was dope. When she's
shit about that. That looked amazing. What other movie can we fucking actually see that?
I'm not saying that it wasn't good. I'm saying
that motherfucker. Okay.
I'm not saying that it wasn't good. Did I say it wasn't good? I didn't say it wasn't good. I'm saying that because she was underdeveloped, they threw extra with that.
Rushed.
They made it extra.
She was rushed. She could have been her own villain by herself.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, Paradox is such a fucking cool name. That
Paradox was dope. Like, I will say,
Paradox.
He was dope. Pyro, not a fan of Pyro.
Pyro stuff was weird.
Pyro stuff was weird.
That was an homage to what we're
but why was his teeth so raggedy? Nobody else's teeth were raggedy. He didn't look like that. They made him so gross. Why?
And for the record, they made a big deal about like everyone reprising their roles.
Why would he be a pretty boy? He would never be a pretty boy anymore.
Nobody else's mouth was rotten except his. Why? Yeah. Everybody else's teeth were fine.
That's a good point.
Cassandra Nova's smile was
beautiful.
Right.
If we all did a skit and we're all actors, right? Like this is how I feel like I would. Right. And it's the what you do with it. It's what you do with your character. If my teeth are all brown and yours aren't, that's your character choice, not mine. You don't know, like Pyro was such an homage to fucking what we're even. That's why we got Sabretooth. And what's amazing is it was such a let down with the fucking actual fight, but at the same time, there was an homage to that Sony or Fox or whatever. Sorry, Fox. That like, there's people that deserve more. In X-Men 2, it was all about Pyro just fucking betraying everybody. Of course, it's gonna be him. Right. There's so many nods to everything.
I get it, but he felt a little useless,
pointless, and barely got to do anything cool.
Yeah,
he barely got to do anything cool.
Oh,
yeah, so he did get to barely do anything cool.
You know,
I just feel like they belabored that we're ending Fox. We're leaving Fox. We're no longer Fox. No more Fox. I was like, okay. Then the 8th Fox character showed up, and I was like, God damn, okay.
I
dragged it. They dragged it a bit.
A little bit. I will say, and that's why I give it an 8. It's like I'm not saying that it's not a good movie. It's a great movie.
Little stuff like that, yeah.
But it's stuff like that. It's like, okay, everyone made a big deal. They're just like, oh, Kelly Yu is reprising her role as Lady Deathstrike. No,
and you saw her for a millisecond. You saw
she did not reprise her role.
Yeah,
the one that played Calypso did not reprise her role. Nobody fucking reprised her role. The only two that reprised their role from Fox was Taylor Mane, who played Sabretooth, and the guy that played Pyro. That's it. Everyone else that they showed was not.
No Femke Janssen, no James Marsden, none of that.
Nope. And okay, so do you guys remember where everyone was making a big deal? They're just like, oh, that's Blade from the TV series on Sci-Fi. It was Bullseye. It was a variant of Bullseye.
Sticky fingers.
Okay, sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers.
Yeah, it was a variant of
Bullseye. Gosh, Wesley Snipes looked so old. I felt bad.
He did, and there's a lot of lines that he would never say.
Yep. He said
he was talking a lot.
And I was like, That's what I mean. They took every bit a step too far, and
We
it
need to
stopped
do this.
being
We
good.
need to do that. The whole plot, or the whole, like, this is what we need to do. They should have done, and him be quiet and like, what do you think, Blade? And him say one fucking thing. I would have been very fucking happy.
And that would have
But
been great because that's the
we need
Blade.
to do this, blah blah blah, and we got to hold down the fort while they
cheering
go
for
do
people, cheering for people,
Blade-
and shouting people
that. Blade
out.
would go, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna go do that shit. Like, I'm not gonna fucking take this. I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
Like,
I will say that I did like the fact that Ryan Reynolds did write in a lot of real
Absolutely.
world shit in there,
absolutely.
where he referenced Hugh Jackman's divorce, where he referenced.
I thought you didn't like me. I thought you didn't like me. Like, yeah.
You know, shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
I will say, Channing Tatum as Gambit.
Woo!
I like-
Hold on, real quick, before we pass Blade. A lot of times, that's your fucking franchise. This is my shit. This is whatever.
Right.
Ryan Reynolds is coming up. We want to do New Breeders. New Breeders? What's the name of
Nobody knows.
Breeders, right? Anyway, whatever. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to go on from this and blah, blah, blah. And it no longer becomes your shit because the studio, it's like, this works. Part 2 is even better. Now we need to make it this because we want to go on from this and we got to go from Blade. And it's like, okay, how do you not make the Night Stalkers hunt Blade until they figure out,
There you go.
he's a daywalker.
Right.
My bad. Like, you're not, even if you do the Doomsday thing, we're fighting each other until we figure out, hey, there's Dracula. We got to fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that trope. But it became something that it wasn't. And then Dracula was from Jailbreak. It was just not great.
Prison Break.
Dracula was from Jailbreak, and it's called Prison Break.
Break or whatever. But the hottest thing was fucking
No, don't even say it. She was not hot. She looked like somebody's mom. Knock it off.
she fucked somebody's mom.
She looks like somebody's mom with their old outfit on. That's exactly what she looks like.
You're talking
That's not
about
even
Jennifer
the outfit-
Garner?
That's not even the outfit she had in the movie. What the fuck? That's not even the outfit from the movie. That was a mom version.
Oh,
Mm,
I thought she was on. Anyway,
I'm sure
moving on.
you did. I'm sure you did.
What's her name?
Jennifer Garner.
No.
Ooh.
Then who are you talking
If
about?
you say Daphne Keaton, I'm
Blade
I'm
3.
next time I see you.
Blade 3, fucking
Oh, you're talking about Jessica Biel.
yes.
She's not
That
even in.
fucking
Why are
chick.
we
She
talking
wasn't even
about
in the
Jessica
movie.
Biel? She wasn't in the movie.
Because I'm talking about the other thing of why we brought Blade in and why they didn't get along in the first place.
Yeah, because of the Hannibal King reference. Yes. And he was like, I don't like you. And he said, never did. Yes. That's what
But
I
shit
laughed
like
a lot.
that, like shit like that was a good line.
That's a
where-
good fourth wall.
That was a great fourth wall break where they say, "Oh, Daredevil died," and he looks at Jennifer Garner and goes, "I'm so sorry." She goes, "Meh," you know, like
Exactly.
that was fucking
Because
awesome.
it's fucking Ben Affleck. That's a good fourth wall.
Fucking awesome, you know.
But
The
having him
one-
chop off Sabretooth's head in one swipe with all
See-
Sabretooth has meant was fucking terrible.
But I think, like in retrospect, like I think about it, like everybody's been waiting for this fight for fucking ever. You look ridiculous. He's pulling out all the weapons and stuff, and then for it to end like that, I'm like, yeah, that's something that they would do.
That was, yeah.
Okay,
That's something that they would
one, they already had this. That fight of we're gonna fuck each other up until we're fucking besties.
Eh,
That car, are you fucking kidding me? That car scene, you're not a bro. The bros, like, we fuck each other up until it's like, we're done, it's over, we're besties.
oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the fight scene between Sabretooth and Wolverine in Origin.
Oh no,
No,
the car scene was
Car
fucking
scene.
dope.
No, the car scene was amazing.
And then he even ended up with him in the fucking the
After he
lap
gave
belt.
that, first of
Yeah, it
all,
was
you can't
cool.
bring up the car scene without bringing up Logan's beautiful ass speech. Homeboy said, in case y'all forgot, I'm a real actor. Like, this might be a goofy fucking movie, but I'm Hugh fucking Jackman. I'm a real actor. Let me show you real quick. Because when he punched that ceiling, I was like, this motherfucker is really feeling what he's saying.
Yeah.
And Deadpool's just sitting there and he looks at him and he's like, I'm gonna fight you now. I was like, yes.
I love.
Pause. The beauty of I never wore this suit until it meant my team died. Oh,
That was beautiful.
He pulls the hood up.
Too.
He pulls the hood up and
He goes. Oh, so you're saving it for the good stuff, huh? Oh no, only when I kill people.
He fucking even saved it to where like Scott wanted me to wear this suit, and I kept saying no until everybody died. Now I wear it in honor of them, and I was like,
yeah, I wear it as a reminder. Yeah,
and it's
clothes.
Scott. It wasn't like Gene. It wasn't like the fucking guy I fucking hated, quote unquote hated. You know what I mean? Like, but
with Ruppel, they bang all the time.
Beautiful.
It's because he didn't let him in. That's why.
They bang all the time. They're not.
That is the actor, and I really hope because Last of Us guy, help me because I've been drinking. Last of Us guy,
Pedro Pascal.
Thank you. That sensitivity and that beauty, and you bring to the character. I'm hoping. I mean, there's the Hall of Reed, and all the blah blah blah. I'm hoping there's that little bit of like, it's you, Invisible Girl. That's like, you're my kryptonite. Like, you're the one thing I fucking care about.
I'm sure it's gonna be. There's gonna be something like that. He
look at fucking Joel. Joel, fuck everybody. Let's like, other than my brother. Like, I need to. You know what I mean? Or fucking Mandalorian. This is the way until it's Baby Yoda. Like, I'm hoping.
And then you took his helmet off.
Yeah, that's why they picked him. That's probably why they picked him. It's going to be another.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I get it. Absolutely get it.
Either way, Deadpool and Wolverine was a fantastic film.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly cannot wait till it comes out on video. I definitely buying it. Buying it. Because I have the first two on Blu-ray, so I'm definitely gonna buy that one.
Not even like VHS. He's all.
I gotta clean the heads
of the head cleaner first.
He's gotta wait for it to come on TV and record.
Play. Oh yes, he's gotta press them at the same time.
You know what's fucked up is that you're saying that I'm doing that, but Ash is the oldest one out of all of us.
I am the oldest one.
We're all close in age.
No, we're not. Not to him. He's like almost 55.
No,
at least 55. I got that Reed Richards. No, I was gonna say I have that Reed Richards in me, but
no, it's all in you, bro. You want that Pedro Pascal in you.
Really don't.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I was gonna make an inappropriate Hulk joke earlier when you were talking about the heart rate thing, because I was like, because he walks around as Dr. Hulk, right? Like he's Scientist Hulk now. So right. I'm like, is he Hulk? Is he Hulk? Is he always walk around with that?
Are we done with Deadpool? Because
we're not. No,
more Deadpool.
I will say the variants, the Wolverine variants, were fucking beautiful.
When they showed us the accurate size Wolverine, I was like, "See, do you get it now? Do you understand why you don't want to see that on the big screen?"
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh." Okay.
Not to mention. Again, spoiler. If you're watching, spoiler.
Spoil.
Hey, if it's not going to be Hugh Jackman, it's got to be Henry Cavill.
Calvary.
We got to see it.
Hey, oh my gosh. But Feige did say that there would be they would show who the next Wolverine is in this film. So, is it going to be Cavill? I fucking hope so, because I think he did a fucking stellar job.
Somebody was saying it's still just Hugh Jackman because of the way he kept saying, "Till you're 90."
Oh, till you're 90.
And you got to admit, this Hugh Jackman is a much better version of what I would want for Wolverine. Because like in Origins, a lot of the feedback was that he was just too fucking big. Like he's enormous. And in this one, he's still cut as fuck, but it's much leaner and clean. Yeah.
You do that shit for 15 years. You're done. And on top of that, it's Sony doing it wrong.
Oh.
And
Fox.
It's Fox. I keep saying Sony. I'm sorry. But when you...
Sony, like, leave me out of this, bro.
You're doing a fucking true story
True-ish.
and you're like look at the way he handled Logan. Like, okay, I'm done.
By the way,
Speaking of, the scene with the skeleton.
love the fact that the very first thing that they said, we're not going to desecrate Logan. Logan's going to be his own thing. He fucking
He was so mad. He said, "Son of a." You just heard it. Then he was like, "Well, I feel better now."
Felt very Mortal Kombat.
I love the fact at the very end where he put the claws on himself, and he ends up killing the last two TVA guys. He goes, "I'm sorry, Wolverining's very hard."
One's here, one here, and he's like, "Stop moving."
It looks like he's jerking him off.
He did. That shit was absurd, and they had to live through that.
That was beautiful. It was beautiful though.
It was fucking them up. Fuck the TVA.
All right, let's go quick. Lady Deadpool's fucking Blake Lively.
Absolutely, she is.
Soon as she spoke,
I heard that voice and I was like,
as soon as she spoke, I was like, there she is.
And then you know who Kid Pool is?
Their baby?
Kid Pool is her eldest daughter, and Baby Pool is her youngest daughter.
With the little the titi?
The pacifier.
Yep.
And I loved it because it was just like he even said, he goes, the line that she says in the film, how does she say it? She goes, "If we wanted to hear you speak, we take Wolverine's dick out of your mouth so you can go ahead and talk."
Yep. Little girl, ladies and gentlemen.
That is his daughter, by the way.
That is his daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Nice Pool. Killing Nice Pool was unnecessary. Why is he the only one that doesn't come back? Because that was what Aurelius said. Like, they had that whole dramatic scene of Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoiler, fighting all the Deadpools and killing all the Deadpools. And then they're like, whoo! And then you just hear as everybody's getting the fuck up because
as far as graphics and it's still the same guy, but fighting all the Deadpool and fighting all the Mr. Smiths, there's a big difference.
Dude,
that's 2 years of graphics.
Let's not bring the Matrix into this. Let's not.
Leave the Matrix. It was ahead of its time.
Let's not. No.
It really was.
If we did it today, it would look amazing.
Has somebody else done this?
I'm sure.
All right. I at that time it was amazing, but
so
this was people. I mean, even them killing other Deadpool in the bus was like,
that was awesome. Fucking beautiful.
Wow.
Really good.
It's beautiful.
And then coming out, like, it was beautiful, man.
Dude, when they broke through
it's
that
my
window,
movie, and I'm the one that falls. Like, it's like, oh, of course it would.
That's the only thing I'm gonna fucking remember is me falling. Okay, so do you guys know who Headpool was?
I did.
Skull.
Yeah, Headpool.
Yes, but who's talking for him? I knew
Deadpool was Nathan Fillion.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Cowboy Pool.
I knew that one. That's Matthew McConaughey.
Had to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one.
Let's see. Then they also had. You have to. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment. They had Canada Pool.
Yes.
And then they had Wrexham Pool.
They had the Samurai Pool too.
Mexico Pool?
Wrexham.
No.
Based off of the soccer.
Who was Mexipool?
Wrexham.
All right, the one with the Mexican flag.
There was no Mexican flag.
That wasn't a Mexican flag. That's a Chinese dragon on the front.
That was the Wrexham logo.
Okay.
That was the Wrexham logo for the football team or the soccer team that him and Rob Delaney purchased.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I thought was a made-up show, but is that a real team?
That's a real team, Mose. Yeah, that's a real team.
They're on the second season of. I don't know if they're going to do a third, but
I'm sure they will. I'm sure because the first season was such a fucking hit because they ended up him and Rob Delaney. Yeah, that's it.
The second season was, are we going to do it again?
Well, the first season was them because the Wrexham Football Club was not a very good soccer team. So they pumped money into them so that they can go ahead and be better. And they won the fucking championship that year that they bought them.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't realize that show was real. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a real show. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're at 2 hours.
Woo!
Everybody good?
You're
Yep.
at 2 hours. I'm buzzed.
Go watch Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, everybody log back in. Everybody who left magically log back in.
Go watch Deadpool and Wolverine. It was a great movie. I hold it in high regard. In that, I felt like maybe if it's done, it's done. But at the same time, clearly, I want them. I mean, I don't know. I just want.
Yeah. Here's the one thing that I did like about that is that he pointed it out himself, that he's tired of being the one-trick pony. You know.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he was tired of being the one-trick pony. That's just like that's all he is was the fucking dick and fart jokes for the first 2 films. You know, he wanted to be something more, and I appreciated the fact that he realized it. You know, for this character.
What was One Trick Pony about it? It's like you came up with like great even say it.
Take your time.
If you're known as the comic whatever,
the merc with the
like,
mouth.
That's
right, but
the job to make it funny. If everybody is super serious, like that's your job. Like that's the challenge.
Right, but I see what he was getting at, because a lot of people were saying it's just like, oh, he's just talking about fucking dick jokes the entire time. Yeah. You know, how many times throughout that entire film? How many times throughout that entire film did he reference his dick? 206 over the body, 207 when I'm watching Gossip Girl. When he lands on top of Wolverine, and Wolverine tells him to get off of him. He's like, hold on, I'm almost done. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm getting my fucking knife out of your ass. And when he gets up, he goes, I'm going to tell Blake. You know, so it's just kind of, it's stuff like that. Like he knows Ryan Reynolds is self-aware that you can only go so far with Deadpool as far as like Mose was saying, with the fourth wall break. Some of them were extremely unnecessary. You know, I
agree. But homie, those fight scenes were fucking beautiful.
You're seeing something completely different than what I'm saying. You're talking about the fight scenes. I'm talking about the fucking dialogue, homie. I'm talking about the dialogue.
Okay.
It's an actual movie with a story. The story's
people that are watching now, all I'm saying is the fight scenes were fucking almost John Wick.
I'm not
taking. We're not talking about the same thing. We're not talking about the same thing. I promise you, we're not talking about the same thing.
I know.
For the people that are wanting to watch this movie, it's like John Wick status, where it's, oh my god, I fucking always love that about John Wick. Is like, I shot you in the leg, but he's, you know what I mean? Like, it's karate or kung fu or whatever until I get you. And this was very that.
But here's the thing.
Two people. Yep.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Especially with two people that can't die, it's, of course they're gonna fight for a day or two before they realize, like, I'm fucking tired. But it's like that.
Okay.
All right, we're almost at 2 hours, and I'm done.
You're the one that keeps going, dude.
All right.
Bring it back to the things that matter. Shout out to Channing Tatum's Gambit. Shout out.
Right?
Getting a chance. Finally getting a chance. That costume looks absurd.
The costume was on fucking point. Don't you make that fucking face.
It was 100% comic accurate. And it's hideous.
Don't make that face. That costume was fucking amazing.
Accurately hideous. And now we all know why that movie would not have done great. Because could you have watched 2 hours of Channing Tatum talking like that?
I could not, but I fucking loved it in this movie.
So every time
I guarantee I shot out of my daddy's dick already.
Gambit, I'm like, no, I don't think you pay attention to Gambit enough to realize you don't want 2 hours of Gambit. That motherfucker said, I make the cards go boom. I make the cards go boom.
See, and if you would have quoted what they did in the animated series, first you charge the card, like
first you charge the card.
Like
the name Gambit. The name is Gambit.
There are.
I didn't like the fact that he called himself the Gambit.
The Gambit. I be the Gambit.
But I get it.
I made the cards go boom. I was like, when he said, "Who is your dialect coach?"
The Minions?
Cold world. However, all his fight scenes
were fucking
dope.
Dope as fuck. You muted yourself.
He did mute himself. I know. It's okay.
He's still muted.
I know. He's still muted.
Poor thing. You were so into it.
I know. He really was. He really was. He really was.
It was a John Wick thing for me of what I'm saying of you know, like he had at least the self-realization of I wanted to be Gambit for fucking 10 years.
Forever.
I got it. Fuck you. Go make it that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Under Fox, you made it John Carter, and John Carter still didn't work. And on top of that, you still made that guy fucking Gambit, and it still didn't work.
John
Carter happened after Gambit.
Yep. It had
I'm saying, I'm giving it a name.
Right, but
I don't know.
Before we go, because it's 2 hours, you're right, and I'm
all right.
But before we did, I wanted to acknowledge that.
Was it you?
Huh?
Who should have played? Was it you?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Played?
What was that?
Was it you?
You're muted again. You muted?
No. Anyway,
He's like,
I thought the movie was a lot better. All right, let's do this. Lasties, what's your rewatchable Esteban? Then the Mose.
You're mad at me because you hit me with the Esteban. So you're mad at me. Okay. Go ahead. What's the rewatchable what?
What's your are you gonna rewatch it? What's your rewatchable level?
I will rewatch it
in the theater, or you're gonna wait.
Oh no, when it fucking streams, that's when I'll rewatch it.
HBO Max.
It's not theater level.
No, Disney Channel.
Disney Plus. When it's on Disney Plus, that's when I'm gonna watch it again.
All right. So most Disney Channel as well.
Disney Plus, maybe.
I mean, let's be honest. With the success of this film is currently ranked 5th at the top box office.
It did good. It deserves it.
It did fucking amazing.
It deserves it.
It opened.
And that's what they fucking look at. Which means, like,
over the weekend.
They're gonna try to figure out a way to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so. I think he's gonna take a break from Deadpool for a little bit until the whole. No, I'm not saying.
All right, 2 hours.
All right, 2 hours.
That's not what I'm saying.
2 hours. Y'all drunk.
So?
And?
Fuck.
Tomorrow? Why?
It's Mosby's first show. Like, let's sign off.
I know. No, seriously, though, I got an interview tomorrow.
Some of us have to be at work in the morning.
We all do. All right. We good?
Yeah.
We're good.
Great show.
Hold on. Before we leave, I want to say thank you to everybody that showed up on our live on TikTok, on Twitch, on Instagram. Thank you guys for leaving comments. I really do appreciate it. Share us, like us, subscribe to us. Send our video to one of your friends just for funsies. Next week, you're probably in for a treat. Mose is host next week. She's probably going to have a friend on the show. All right. So it's going to be a good one. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one. And it'll probably be a short one because, we already hit 2 hours here. So Mose is going to make it like a 45-minute show.
Thanks.
It'll be quick.
So make sure you watch episodes 2 and 3 of Batman Cape Crusader because we will be discussing those episodes for sure.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. And on that note,
we are Comix, and we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Good night, everybody.